What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Jesus Coin today. Yes, we are, at the request of Celos. Celos, you didn't request it. You put it in the request section, but I'm assuming we need an emergency update, and we're doing it here. I was wrong, guys. I was wrong. I'm admitting defeat. I'm waving the white flag. Sure, if today were to close pretty bearishly red, if we were to close and engulf like maybe at least half of this candle here and get below this blue line, sure, we could do that. But I'm sensing a theme here, okay? And it's not just that I'm wrong about this coin, okay? It's that we've opened up this day. We've opened up all these days, actually. This day here. Let's go back to the bottom. We've opened up this day, this day, this day, this day, and today to the red side. And when it comes time for the end of the day, we're green. So the fact that we came down, we found a little tweezer bottom right here at the 123 daily moving average. We're already looking good. We're in the overbought zone. We've maintained readings in the overbought zone. We definitely have not rejected it, at least not yet. Again, I guess a substantial move down from here would not look good, but I'm not looking for that at the moment. The 4-hour RSI looks very resilient. It does look good. Looking like you're bouncing off your 60 area. It definitely does look good. The volume, sure, it's a little bit died off here, but I mean, it does look constructive. It looks like it's building. You don't have bearish divergence. All the things look right in my opinion. The 1 hour went to the oversold zone. Look at this. Overbought, no problem being overbought, but you have a problem being oversold. You don't like it. You didn't even touch the oversold zone, and here you are reaching for higher readings already. So I do think that Jesus Coin, you guys, has found its low. I do. I waved the white flag. I perfectly, or not perfectly, what's the word I'm looking for? Humbly admit defeat, and yeah, man, you guys got it. Have your laughs, have your ha-has, I told you so's, man. I'm glad. I'm very happy that we are not going lower. I'm glad that things are looking like we want to move up, and I want to talk about something again that I talked about in yesterday's video, which is the idea that if Bitcoin goes down, if we see Bitcoin drop, because if you didn't watch my Bitcoin video today, I encourage that you guys watch it, that I just made. It's the Bitcoin 500K potential video. That's what I talked about, 500K by October, something like that. I forget what the title was. I think it was Bitcoin 500K price prediction, maybe, by October 2025. In that video, I'm talking about how we might see a little correction, a little bit of a pullback in Bitcoin. Could that mean that Jesus Coin goes down too? Because if Bitcoin goes down, most cryptos go down more most of the time, right? Jesus Coin, however, let's throw a comparison of this up. Can I compare? Will it let me? I've tried this before. BTC USD on BUSD. I think it's only on DEXs. See, it won't let me. It really won't let me, and that's okay. Whatever. Anyways, it does. It's there, but that's not right. It doesn't show me. Anyways, oh, it's right here. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, it's not doing it right. Anyways, let's go back. Let's just jump between charts here. Let's do this real quick and look at it for what it is. We'll look at it on a daily perspective. Okay. Go back to the times that Jesus Coin was moving up. So from here, from November 22nd, this day, all the way up until December 2nd, Jesus Coin was moving up. November 22nd to December 2nd, okay? November 22nd for Bitcoin was here, and it did move up this day, but it did not move up until December 2nd, right? December 2nd, it started moving up on the 1st and the 2nd, but really, for most of that time, up until the 30th of November, it was moving sideways. Jesus Coin was moving up this whole time, and Bitcoin really didn't start moving up until the last 2 days, okay? And then Jesus Coin found its top on December 2nd, it found its top there, and then Bitcoin actually continued to move up past then, right? Bitcoin found its top, its relative high right here on December 5th. Jesus Coin on December 5th, it did go lower, but more or less it moved sideways. So Bitcoin went down, but Jesus Coin was moving sideways. Jesus Coin it found its low, relative low here on December 14th. What did Bitcoin do? On the 14th, it found a relative high. Jesus coin found a relative low on the same day Bitcoin found a relative high. So Bitcoin started to move down until the 18th. Jesus coin until the 18th actually was moving up. And then they both moved up together, sure. But maybe I could do it if I did it like this. Let's see. Let's try it like this. Come on. Correlation coefficient. There we go. Yeah, BTC. Oh, it won't let me. It won't let me because it's on text screener, man. That's okay. USDC, Solana Radium. What is that? I don't trust it, man. I don't trust it. Anyways, guys, just looking with our eyes, we can see that Bitcoin can move down and Jesus coin can move up. Bitcoin can move up and Jesus coin can move down. You know, and we've seen that, you know, since December 25th. I mean, I guess actually let's say since January 23rd, Bitcoin's been moving up. January 23rd here, you know, Jesus coin continued to move down, continued to move lower, and only now are we starting to move up. So I'm going over all this, you know, at painful lengths to just reiterate the idea that just because Bitcoin's going down, if it goes down, does not mean that Jesus coin has to drop. That does not mean that it has to go down with it. You know, my reasoning for this, again, there's a bunch of possible reasons as to why this could be, and I've said this basically every time that I've talked about this. I've said this, but my theory behind why this is because Jesus coin is not on any major exchanges. It's still on predominantly most of the volume is traded on decentralized exchanges, right? Where it's not traded in Bitcoins, it's traded in Ethereum or other things, but it's kind of on its own, right? Where most cryptos that get affected by Bitcoin's drop, they, maybe not all of them, but a good bit of them are on bigger exchanges, you know, things that have Bitcoin tied into their reserves as well. So I feel like they all flow together, where Jesus coin kind of moves on its own potentially for that reason alone. Now maybe it moves on its own because it does move on its own. There's always those coins or those stocks that do their thing separate from the rest of the market, but nonetheless, what I'm trying to get to, again, just to wrap it up in a pretty bow, is that yes, I expect Bitcoin to move down soon. No, I don't think that will affect Jesus coin negatively. It could, but I don't think it will. And maybe it does, but it won't be dramatic. Like maybe most coins in this situation, if Bitcoin were to drop 30%, they would see new lows. But Jesus coin from here probably wouldn't. And I don't think it's going to go lower from here. I actually think it's going to move up soon, guys. I think we will. I had somebody in the comments say that they think Jesus coin is going to do a 3x from here. And I was like, why a 3x like that? I literally responded, and I'm not naming anybody because I'm not trying to like insult anybody or anything, but I'm just saying a 3x from here, even if it was from like lower prices, let's say at, you know, because it was within the last 24 hours. So at the lowest point here, a 3x would be a 200% growth. That would put us up at about 606. So in my head, whenever I see that, I'm like, this is a random guess. You're just rounding up to the nearest round number, 606. We broke the all-time highs. My reasons as to why I also think this is a random guess, besides the fact that it's a round number, is the fact that we just broke all-time highs. You're going to say that that's where we're going to go. Like you think we're going to see a 3x? No, we're probably, if we see a 3x, my friend, you're going to be pleasantly surprised, because it's not going to stop there. If we see a 3x, we're going to see more than that. We're going to see a 6x, a 5x, a potentially a 9x, a 10x, you know, like from the not the current prices, actually, sorry, from here, from the current prices, maybe like a 9x, yeah, something like that, maybe more, who knows. Jesus coin is a low cap coin if we take into consideration what it did with the last kind of cyclical movement that it had here, top to bottom. This is the low. We went all the way up to the 1414, top to bottom here. Minimum target at the 1414 there is at 5012 what is it, 60 1259. Sorry, I got caught up thinking about something else. Let's see. 4.3x is the minimum, and then that, if we were to do the same thing that we did last time, that'd be a 5.6x. But you guys, personally, I think we have higher to go, and I'm sure a lot of you do too, you know. And when we get there, when we get to the top, you know, there's going to be a lot of people, just like last time, that are not going to be convinced that Jesus coin could be stopped. But if this time wasn't enough to humble you, I'm sure that this time will not be enough to humble you. As we get higher, you're going to think it's unstoppable. But there will be, you guys, nothing moves up in a straight line. Nothing moves up in a straight line at all. I love talking about it going up. It's fun. It's all good and fun, but it will have corrections. You know, if it moves up in this trajectory, it's going to move up. It's going to move down. It's going to move up. It's going to move down. It's going to move up. It's just going to do its thing. So nothing moves up in a straight line forever. And what else am I going to say here? I don't know, man. Close the week above the 50. Not a bad look. Not a bad look on the weekly RSI. It could look better. It's relatively neutral, but that bullish engulfing candle is nice. Bullish engulfing candle after bullish engulfing candle. Definitely looking good. Let's look at the Heikinashi. We haven't done that in a while. Let's look at the Heikinashi. Look at that, guys. Yeah. Man, that might have, if I saw this sooner, if I was more on this, that might have changed my mind, honestly. If I saw that earlier, I might have flipped last week. That actually is a pretty big deal. And seeing this week continue green is nice as well. Obviously, we have more time in the week to go, but looking at the daily, it's definitely looking good. It's definitely looking good. The red's becoming less prominent as we're going. It's looking good, man. Yep. Higher to go. Let's take this into consideration too. Let's see. So, the very first time, obviously, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks to the upside. The next time we had a little bit more than that. A little bit more than that. So I think we're good for at least 5 weeks, if that counts for anything. 1, 2, let's go all the way over here. 12 weeks. And I don't think it includes the first one, right? Because it only says 1 once you get here. So really, it's 13 weeks. 13 weeks to the upside. If we go to 12 here, because 12 will be 13. 12 would be sometime in May. It could be a month after the Bitcoin halving that Jesus coin tops off. It really could be. I know a lot of people are talking about the Easter pump. And maybe it is an Easter pump. Maybe we only, go as far as Easter. But I don't. If it is, I mean, 5 weeks. I guess that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess that meets the minimum over here. That's like early days, just Panamanium right there. Where here was a long consolidation phase. We moved up for a longer amount of time, right? A little bit of a consolidation phase here. I would think we move up more than just 5 weeks. Maybe not as many as 13 weeks, but somewhere in between. It could be like around the Bitcoin halving that we top off or something like that. Who knows? But one way or another, guys, I definitely do think that this is the beginning. I wave the white flag of surrender. I definitely think this is the beginning of higher prices to go. We'll see 6 zeros, 965. That doesn't seem right. Isn't it supposed to be? It is. All right, 6 zeros, 965 at a minimum to 5 zeros, 184 at a maximum kind of expected potential. But we absolutely could go higher than that. We could see deeper extensions. It's 100% possible. And I want to look at this. This does set us up to go to the 188 or the 1618 here. Yeah, so that's another target to kind of take into consideration. We could go all the way up to the 2272, man. Which would be nuts, but let's just see. What would that be from the current price? Current price of 602192. That would be a 32x. And the last run up we saw a 61x, so it's about half that. It could happen. I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes. We'll definitely see how it goes, but things are exciting, guys. I definitely have capitulated as a bear. And I'm happy to do so, man. I'm very glad to see this right now. Now again, I am at this point in time not considering prices down here. I'm taking it off the table. Okay, I can put that back on the table if we get a substantial red day. Now, if we move down and then we come back up and close, that's okay. But if we have a red day like this or like this, like something that's pretty heavy to the downside, I would not be encouraged. I'd be like, dang it, Jesus coin, you got me again. You got me here, and you almost had me here. I was a little bit, but I wasn't quite gotten there, but definitely have me here, I hope you don't do that. I hope you just keep going up. If you do go down here, I'm going to buy a lot more Jesus coins, but I'm happy with the bag I have now. I might even add more at these levels, especially seeing this. I want to see a little bit more follow through. The way that I am with my kind of risk management style, if you would, I would rather buy up here and have more belief that we're not going to go down than buy here and potentially see some kind of mishap that could just be like, damn it, if I waited, I would have gotten the prices I wanted all along. So because either way, here, it's still cheap. We all know it's still cheap. So it's more or less guaranteed gains at either of these. So I'm happy to buy higher, more confidently too that we're going to go up higher. Though I am at this point in time, especially looking at that Heikinashi, I am pretty damn convinced that that was it. I wish I saw that last week. That would have flipped me probably. Yeah, I think we're going up, guys. I'm saying more of the same thing. I'm just repeating myself now. So if you like that video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to rub it in my face and I told you so, you were wrong. You made a bad call. I know, man. I know. It was, I don't know if it was a bad call, more of an incorrect call, right? It's not a bad thing to be cautious. It's a bad thing to be emotionally invested in anything, right? Other than your family, other than things that really matter. This, not that this doesn't matter, but it's a crypto. Your family. There are things that should matter more, right? You should be emotionally invested into real world things. This thing, if you're emotionally invested in this, it's not a good thing. And me personally, I'm not emotionally invested in it. I am definitely invested in it, but I think that being cautious and not being emotionally invested, being patient and waiting for confirmation for the things to go up, I don't think I made a bad call. I think I made an incorrect call. I was absolutely wrong, but being patient, man, it'll save you from getting burned more than it saves you from missing opportunities, right? And getting burned, however many opportunities you make, if you get burned, man, you can lose money. You can stand to lose money. So it's just not in me. Everyone has a different style of trading or investing, and for me, I like to wait for confirmation. And right now, I think we've got the confirmation. I think things want to go up, man. I'm just repeating myself at this point and blabbing on. So if you guys like the video, hit that like button. We do have a lower low in the RSI here with a higher low that is hidden bullish divergence in an uptrend. It looks really good. Bouncing off the 60. We still have a little bit of time for this 4 hour to close, but it's looking good, guys. So take care. Bye-bye. Good job. We'll see you at the gates. Peace.